crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and your Yoga for Crafters little short yoga practice. Okay, so this is true Crafty Corner. It's a wreck right now, but that's okay. I'm in the middle of cleaning out retired stuff, cutting cards for the class that goes out on Friday, and I still have stuff I haven't cleaned up that I'm working on. So anyway, it's a big giant crafty mess, and maybe your crafty area is like that too, but we're gonna let that go. Today we're gonna do a practice for our hips and our shoulders in a little bit different way. So you do need to be on a chair where your feet can comfortably touch the floor. And I hope you can see mine. I can't actually see the bottom of the screen because some little alert always pops up when I'm doing these videos. So anyway, we're just gonna roll with it. So first up, we need to find an upright seat. For a lot of us, let me go ahead, I think as long as I stay here and you guys can see, a lot of us, as our day goes on, right, this happens. The head comes forward and the shoulders round a little bit. And some of us, even this happens, the low back round. Sometimes you realize, oh my gosh, I'm like 12 inches taller if I sit up tall. So here's a good way to get a stretch and then remind your body where it belongs. And I feel like yoga is all about that. All we're doing is reminding our bodies where they should be. Okay, so sit medium on your chair, so not all the way back, not all the way to the edge. And bring your hands, actually don't bring your hands yet. Let's roll first. So inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, bring them back and down. I'm gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale through the nose. Let's exhale through the mouth and say ha. And 1 more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth and say ha. So for some of us, that's good enough. If we do that in our day, we're gonna be sitting upright. But some of us need a little more. And it's always good. Sometimes a little more is good. So now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold on to the back of our chair, wherever you like. It can be all the way around, it can be on the seat, and then roll your shoulders again, lift your heart, and then you're gonna slide your butt forward, way to the edge, have your feet right under your ankles, and then maybe, now see, I have long arms, so for me, I have to bend my elbows and pull and lift my heart, squeeze your belly in. So you might hopefully notice, I'm not actually really arching. I'm just going tall because pulling the belly in and holding the ribs pretty stable. But with the arms, it's gonna bring my shoulders down and back. And then slide your hands down your chair. And then get them where they're just lightly touching. And then keeping this super nice upright position, bring your hands softly to your lap. And there you go. That is an active upright seat. You're gonna look 10 years younger. Okay, so now, hopefully I won't wreck it too much. I do want to turn around so I can face you guys. Okay, let's see if I get that right. Okay, I think I got it right. So, we're sitting nice and upright. It's up to you now if you want to slide further back on your chair. Some people like their figure 4 further back. If your chair is really high, like the chairs in my house, these are our dining table chairs, are actually a little on the high. So for me, I'm just about 90 degrees. So for someone shorter, you would be, what would I say? It would be harder for your feet to reach the floor. So then that's when you might want to scoot forward because it lets the thigh drop down just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a figure 4. We call this figure 4 in yoga. Or you're just going to cross your leg up, right? But what I like to do is warm the hip up first. So tap and open. So think about a hip. It's a ball in a socket, right? And it's made to move. That's what hips are made to do. They're made to open and roll, whereas like an elbow or a knee is made just to open and close, but a hip is made to roll open. Okay, so we're gonna tap and open. That's just kind of saying, ooh, how's my hip feel? And then we're gonna catch this foot. Oh my, mine are tight. And we're gonna put it up on our thigh. If this is just way too hard for today, I'm looking around to see, a yoga block or 2 would be great. But, what do I have that would work? Let's look at this bin. This is bin of some DSP that is going to leave my house, hopefully. But a bin, oh yeah, that works nicely. See how this is lower than my knee, but it's something that can support, and it's not the most stable, but it actually works pretty well. You probably can't see them, but there's some IKEA white bins that I use a lot of. They're harder, so that would work really well too. So something like that. You could do a pile of books, but that's sometimes a little hard to maneuver. But what we want to do is sit here, pretty even. And don't worry, if your knee's up high like mine, it's okay. It just means things are tight today. Check at your bottom leg. Sometimes mine wants to go out, so we want to bring that knee over the ankle, knee over the ankle, right? And then while we sit here, we want to double check on our posture. So one of the tricks of a yoga teacher is to talk you through to keep you here about a minute or even more. Roll your shoulders down and back, lift your heart, because that's when a stretch becomes effective. You need at minimum, I used to say 20 seconds, but I'm thinking none of us are getting any younger, so I've upped that, a minimum of 30 seconds. If it's hard for you to stay, use your phone, set a timer, or your watch and set a timer. Or what else do I do? Sometimes I will read or look at Facebook on my phone and let myself hang in there. You can also watch TV or something. And I think that's okay, as long as you're checking. So before we come out, let's check. Knee over ankle. I didn't lose it. That's good. Knee in line with hip. Yeah. Front knee in line with ankle. Good. Roll your shoulders again one more time. If a little space has opened up and you think a little more would be good, with a nice long spine, hinge forward just a little. Oh, there we go. I found a little more. You could push on this, but don't push on your knee. You can push on your thigh. Excellent. All right, and then we're going to sit up. We're going to undo it. Roll your shoulders in the middle. See, I can feel such a difference already between the hips that have one that has done work and one that hasn't. And you may or may not notice a difference. All right, so let's tap and open. And I like to do this. It's really important to move it. So if we have arthritis, if we have fibromyalgia, if, I don't know, if you just say, oh, I get really creaky or really stiff, what you want to do is you want to move the muscles and the joints, and then you want to hold. All right, you ready? Let's catch that. Let's see. Oh, this is my good side. That was my more challenging side, although I do have pretty tight hips. And I think some of it is just that's the way my hips are. And the second of it is I love to ride my Peloton. And back in the day, I used to run. I think my hips are tighter now that I stationary bike on my Peloton than when I ran. And then I stand up a lot for work. When I cut paper, I like to stand up. When I craft, I like to stand up. Although anything else in life, I like to sit down. So let's check. Oh, I did good today on this side. See, this is my more comfortable side. Knee is over ankle. Knee in line with hip. Yeah. Knee in line with ankle. Roll the shoulders down and back and sit. So we're almost there. Oh, breathe long, deep breaths here. If when you put your body in this shape, you notice that you're pulling and you're feeling really tight deep in the hip and in the belly, sometimes it's your body's way of holding on, saying, ooh, let me be sure she wants me to go there. And you're sure. So go ahead and see if you can relax into it. And remember your option, right? If this doesn't work, and you may have one side that you can put up and one side that you can't, put something, just in case you just joined, put something down, put your leg on it, and push out there. Okay? So know that there's always another place to be. And one day you're going to want one thing, and one day you're going to want another thing. All right, let's roll the shoulders down and back. Good. If a little more would feel good, maybe we hinge forward just a little. We have a nice long spine. Good. We're breathing here. Soften at the jaw if that's where the tension is coming to you, or sometimes we get it between the eyebrows and the forehead. Oh, breathe here. And take one more breath. Hopefully I got you about even. And it's actually usually okay if on side 2 you do a little bit shorter because your body kind of knows what to do. All right, lean back. Put your foot down. All right, let's see how it goes. So, knees over ankles, knees in line with hips. All right, so when we're checking in with our body, no knees out or knees in. When you're working, things like that might happen. All right, roll the shoulders down and back. Ooh, my body knew right where to go. Remember we did that stretch at the beginning? If you need that again, reach your hands back. Slide forward until you find the place where you remind your shoulders they belong over your hips. And then relax in. Tuck the chin slightly. Oh, and there we go. So thank you for joining me for a little Yoga for Crafters. I don't know how long this one is, but it's a really good one. I hope that you do this again and again throughout your day, throughout your week. Hope that you feel good and you craft on. Questions, comments, requests are always welcome. Give me a like, give me love. Let me know that you're watching. I see little hearts flying up. Oh, thank you guys. So fun. I'll see you next time. Stay crafty, stay well.